One of the unproductive habits to develop as a trader is trying to trade against the trend. Now, I'm not saying you can't trade against the trend, you can do so. I also do so. And I'm going to be showing you on this video a systematic approach to trading against the trend if you want to catch a counter trade. Now, I was going back through my journal and I saw me making this mistake sometimes and I just laugh out. Even when I knew about these things, I also still fall into the trap of making the same mistake sometimes. So I just want to show you so that you know. Now we have a clear order flow, a clear bullish order flow at this point in which the market is creating series of higher highs and higher lows, and we know that we are clearly on a bullish order flow because the market is buying. Now, in most cases, I see this with a lot of people, traders also when they're marking out their point of um in most cases, once we have this break over here, once we have the break of this zone over here, and the market begins to retrace, a lot of people see it as a opportunity at this other block here because there will definitely be an other block. I will at this zone here to sell short, and 8 out of 9 times this trade will not hold because the market aim is coming out to take out this point over here, and I'm going to be showing you how to catch all of those moves. Now, why the trade will definitely take out this liquidity over here, this zone over here, and still push up further is because of, if you look closely, you will notice that after we have a movement, after the break of structure here going up here, there will be either a fair value gap at this point below this zone, below that your structural zone. There will be a fair value gap at this zone, or there will be an unmitigated order block. And once the market is selling down, it's not looking forward to holding the zone. This zone would not hold. The market objective is to go back and mitigate that unmitigated order block or fill that fair value gap if there's any at that point. It's going back to fill that fair value gap or mitigate the order block. Now, once that price objective has been done, what the price is looking forward to doing again is going up to take out this upside liquidity. So your trade in this point now will hardly hold. But if you want to catch a short trade, this is not the right spot of catching a short trade in this kind of market. The right spot for catching a short trade in a uptrending market and or order flow, once the order flow is bullish, if you want to catch a retracement, your aim for catching a retracement would be around the sweet spot here. Let me mark it out. The 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 aim for catching a short will be around the sweet spot here. Like my network is a little bit down. Okay, I think we're back. Let me just check it quickly. So the sweet spot for a sell will be around the zone. You have to pay attention to this zone, and once you go into your chart, you can back test it. You just see what I'm trying to pass across to you guys. Now, around the zone, immediately after the price, that recent market structure has broken. Immediately after the price of that pair has broken, this is where you want to look for a short trade. And if you're on a 15 minutes in the clear order block if the order block is bullish and you saw this, you want to now scale down to a lower time frame so that you'll be able to see another good structure in which you will trade around the zone. And in most cases, you will see something like this. You see something like this. Now, I'm not in any way advising you to trade against the trend. I'm just giving you an instance why that zone would not hold if you're trying to sell shorts from here. But the other way to do that is after we have that break in the lower time frame around that zone in which I marked out, you will see a clear movement like this, and it will begin to signify that okay, we're leaving this market. Now this would be the right time for you to catch short around this spot. You just scale down and you want to look for something like this where they have another initial change in that market bias. This is where you want to catch your short trade. This is where you want to catch your short trade. Then you will now be targeting the order flow from here. Once you see this, let me Once you see this, once you scale down and see something like this in your lower time frame, around this spot here, this is where you'll be taking your entry. This is where you'll be taking your short entry with the target of getting maybe your first liquidity point, which is at this zone over here, or that fair value gap, or that mitigated order block in which we have. So in this case, your sell short trade will be around the sweet spot here, and you'll be looking to take it just way down to wherever that liquidity lies. And that is just how to catch a short trade in this manner. I was just going through my journal, and I found out some lessons I learned over time in trading where I'll be able to do some correction and all of that. I'm also going to be sharing all of those in our upcoming class, in which we have our upcoming um inner cycle class, in which we have. So you can also join the class if you want to just learn how I pick point my trade and some mistakes I've learned to adjust it over time, looking at the market and learning from what the market is doing. I'll drop my contact in the description box below. You can be able to catch up on that course. So with that being said, guys, see you on the next video, and peace.